Welcome. This is Ayanda sokhela from Forex World Changes. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So we're gonna do a weekly update on what has been happening on the financial markets. So guys, if you're still new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. I have a goal of actually reaching 10,000 subscribers by the end of May. So please help me reach my goal by subscribing and make sure you like the video. I really appreciate that. It helps with my mental health and my emotion booster. So make sure you just click the like button right now. It just will take you a few seconds. Click the like button and subscribe if you're still new to the channel, because I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of May. So it will help me, motivate me, and make me drop a lot of videos so I can actually accomplish this goal I have. So anyway, guys, before you get any further, there's one pair that I'm looking at right now. It's the Euro Swiss, ne? This is the pair that I've been looking at for quite some time. So this is the pair that I've been looking at right now, the Euro Swiss. So you saw the spike, this spike. Let me just highlight for you so you can see it proper. This spike, this rejection. So the price rejected here for whatever reason. It rejected it and then decided to go up again. So let me just check on the daily time frame, because please bear in mind, all these videos that I do is not videos that I written a script or I prepared. I just open the charts and then I start recording, because this is something that I know and it's not something that I'm learning or what. I've been doing this for quite some time, so I know what I'm talking about. I don't need to practice or do anything in order for me to actually show you guys I really know what I do. So anyway, by the way, if you wanna open a group broker, you can open your broker with OctaFX. The link is on the description. Open the link on OctaFX and they are a very good broker. If you're from South Africa, the withdrawals take less than 30 minutes and they have very reasonable spread. Hopefully they're gonna have a ZAR account when the time continues. So guys, anyway, like I said, I'm gonna leave the link on the description and everything on the description. So anyway, this is what I was looking at when I was looking at the Euro Swiss on the daily time frame. Just looking at the daily time frame, this is what I saw, as you can see here. Okay, first thing first, this is what I saw here at this point. You can see here at this point we have a nice fake out. This was a very nice fake out. So we have this fake out here. This was R1, R2, R3. So there was a lot of liquidity here. Knowing that there's a lot of liquidity, there's a lot of stop loss at this point. Yeah? There's a lot of stop loss. And then by looking at your left hand side, just pay attention what is happening on the left hand side, because the left hand side explain what is going to happen on the right hand side. So what I saw was this shoulder here. So we had a shoulder here, this entire shoulder, and then we have the entire head. This was the entire head. This was the entire head. So I was expecting a QUASIMODO here. So just drawing a horizontal line here. So the price was, this is what's gonna happen, was what I thought was gonna happen. So I expected the price to go up and take out all the stop loss that were hidden here on this resistance, eh? Because there was a lot of stop loss here because of people thought this was a resistance. So I expected the price to take out the stop loss, and it did that, and then started respecting the QUASIMODO on the left hand side. So it did something similar to that, because you see it went and it sparked up and then it decided to drop, and then I thought, okay, now it's gonna drop, and then it decided to move up again. But this is my main concern right now, is that the price hasn't passed this head. So this is the most trickiest part, because you can see here, this is the head, and then the price just went above the head. It does not have to do that, because if it went above, that means we got stop outs. That means this QML, all it's a false, you know. So that's the trickiest part. Or is it the broker I'm using that this happen on this broker or some other brokers, it doesn't have the spike. So I just have to do my research and just have a clue if this QML is still valid or not. But anyway, that's the trickiest part. But if I go to the 4-hour time frame, this is what I was looking at the 4-hour. So we have a nice setup of the 4-hour. Let me just delete this entire thing. So we have a nice setup. So we have this first thing, this break first. This low is not equal to this low. Basically, we have the whole structure being broken. So this low is not equal to this low. We got this structure broken. By saying structure being broken, basically I'm saying the whole movement have changed. So this was an up movement. It was creating high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows. So since here it created a high high and a lower low, so this total movement of an uptrend has been broken. This total movement of an uptrend has totally been broken. So the sellers are in control. So what I was looking at first, I had this setup. This was a horrible setup. It didn't work out. I had this setup here. Just drawing it on the horizontal line. I had this setup here, which was, if you look properly, which was here. I thought this was going to be the shoulder, and then this was going to be the entire head. And then I started drawing this base candle, here, which it didn't work out. We got stopped out. So when I started looking at it properly, I was like, no man, I'm wrong. This was wrong. So if you're looking at it properly at this side, if you're looking at it properly on this side, you can see this was completely wrong. This is the right QML here. This shoulder was the proper one. So if I draw it for you, you can see this side. If you can see here, this side, if I draw it here, this was supposed to be the correct QML. The correct QML. This was the correct QML. So now this is the correct QML, because you can see when you're looking at your horizontal line properly, you can see this is the correct QML. This is the shoulder, and then this is the head. So your stop loss just needs to be above the zone. Above the zone. So I'm looking for a sell, and then I'm looking for my take profits just on this body here. So I'm expecting a drop, and then the take profits will be here. But obviously it has to take the lower low. So if you have the guts to actually hold it to this point, will be actually proper. So this is the setup that I am looking at right now. So this is a very nice setup, and I'm already on it, and yeah, it's dropping. I don't like putting my stop loss on break even and all those stuff. That's not my style. I don't like that. I just put a stop loss and a take profit, then I leave it like that, you know. So I usually tell people to move their stop calls off. You know, people get very cautious when they start taking trades. So let's just look at some other setup that I'm looking at. I was looking at the USD CAD. The other USD CAD was the trickiest one. USD CAD. Okay, this one. This is the USD CAD that I'm looking at right now. So this the USD CAD on the higher time frame there. So the higher time frame was the probably it told us a lot when it comes to the USD CAD. I had this price here consolidating, yeah? It was basically compressing. So it was compressing here, creating high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows. So let me just draw it for you. So this horizontal line here, it created high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows. So, and then it decided to break this. So the break was just a trap, né? Was just a trap for the QUASIMODO. So if you look at the left hand side, you'll see that there is a QUASIMODO at this point. So you can see here, this was the shoulder, and then this was the head. So just drawing this side and drawing exactly where the price decided to turn. You see, this is where it decided to turn on the spikes. So you're just highlighting the spikes here, and then this is where it decided to drop. So this is what is happening. The price decided to respect it. this QUASIMODO, the left hand side and the shoulder. So your stop loss just needs to be here. This is where your stop loss just needs to be. Then you on the safe side. So your stop loss just needs to be up there, and then you're gonna be on the safe side, né? On the safe side. So you take profits. If you are a swing trader, the take profits have to be here. So this price, I'm expecting it to drop until it reached this zone, this part. This is where I'm expecting it to drop until it reached this point, né? Reach this point. So this is a very good sell. If you're in it, I think I've spoken about on the group, and a lot of people flipped their account when on this setup. This month wasn't the greatest month. Obviously, it wasn't great. It was slow, and the setups were not doing very well, and some didn't trigger the orders. But that is part of the game, guys. I can't stress about this, and I cannot talk about this when it's a bad month, and then I start feeling depressed or sad and all those stuff. This is what's gonna happen if you are a Forex trader for the entire life. There is no month that is gonna be always great. There is no month where you're always gonna be winning trades and all those stuff. This is part of the game, you know. So as soon as you join this, you just need to get over it and understand, okay, these kind of things happen. So let me just look at some other pair that looks great, and then let me close it. Let me check the gold. The gold, let's check the gold. Okay, this is a very good setup of the gold. I'm gonna close this video here because I don't want it to be too long. So looking at your left hand side, guys, looking at your left hand side, everything is gonna be told. First thing, what I've saw here on the gold, is already the price has showing me a compression. So it's already creating high highs, high lows. So when the price decides to create high highs, high lows, when it's moving like it's on a channel, it's already showing you that it's trapping buyers and sellers by creating some sort of an uptrend. You know, so when the price is creating some sort of an uptrend, high highs, high lows, I know, okay, the price at a certain point it's gonna drop like crazy. So I know at this point, this where the price is gonna be looking for a huge sell, né? I know that the price is gonna be looking at the huge sell. So what I'm looking for at this point is a sell, né? So I have to look for an entry point. So this is what I'm looking for here. So okay, let me just show you something what I've saw. Looking at your left hand side, this movement was not a random movement. So let's just draw a horizontal line here. You see, it wasn't random. Exactly what I told you. This move wasn't random. So just turn, and you see a lot of spike here. You see a lot of spike, and then there's a spike, and then there's this base candle. Let me just zoom in on the base so you can see the base. Okay, let me just do it like this, zoom it in. So there is the base. There is the base. So there is the base here. This base, this is a base candle. Cause of this base is different from the momentum going down. So the price was dropping here, and then here it lost its momentum. So this is a drop, base, drop. So this is a very important candle, and this candle is not just important because this candle is on a very nice significant level, of FTR. This is gonna be an FTR, and this FTR is, guys, this FTR is gonna work out. It's 90% chance this trade is gonna make you money. I know the gold. There's nothing more I know than the gold. This setup is gonna make you a lot of money. Trust me. This setup is gonna make you a lot of money. So as soon as the price reaches this level, I'm just gonna highlight it for you. So make sure you take this trade. Even if you don't take the last one I've shown you, but this one, make sure you take this trade. This trade is gonna make you a lot of money. So this zone, just highlight here, this zone, né? The reason why I'm so confident about this trade will work out is because of the compression that has been happening here. So I know this is gonna work out very well. So what I'm expecting the price to just move up a bit, and then it's gonna drop like crazy. Once it reached this point, it's gonna drop like crazy, guys. This is gonna be a huge drop. So guys, bear in mind as soon as the price decides to move up, if the price decides to move up, don't go for a buy, guys. You always have to wait for the price to actually reach the entry point. So you have to make sure that you are patient with the price until the price reaches the entry point. Then you decide to make decision. You don't just make decision when the price is still moving in between. So you're gonna make the price on the zone that I just highlighted for you. So just when the price hit the base candle, that is when you're gonna decide to place orders. So when the price moves up here, and then your stop loss just needs to be above the zone. This is gonna be a high probability setup, guys. Please make sure you put your order. Let me just highlight for you. So yeah, you see your entry point is two. So you're gonna have a sell limit at 2364.8. Your sell limit here. Your stop loss is gonna be at 238050, and your take profits will be at, let me just put a take profit for you. Take profits will be at 2295, and then dots 22. But you can see on your on your phone or your laptop or whatever you're watching this video at. But you can see your take profits and your stop loss. So this one was gonna be a very good setup, guys. This is gonna be a proper setup. So let's look at some other setup that. Okay, let's look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq. What is happening on the Nasdaq? Okay, there is. Do you see? Whenever I'm analyzing, guys, pay attention. Whenever I'm analyzing, I'm not going forward. I'm going backwards because the pre-history is backwards. So I've already saw the setup of the Nasdaq. FTR, very nice FTR on the Nasdaq. Okay, let me just look at the 4 hours. Probably it will have some sort of a confluence what I'm looking at the shorter time frame. So you can see here, same thing applied. What happened to the gold? You see this move wasn't random. So just draw a horizontal line here. You see, this was a very significant support zone. This was a very significant support zone, but I wasn't looking at that. There's this setup that actually makes, oh, it is very nice setup, but it's gonna be a tricky one. But this is what is gonna happen. You see here on the 4 hour, this was a very nice. You can see here, this was a significant level because there was a lot of activity that has been happening here. A lot of activity has been happening when the price has been spiking, touching. You see, there's a lot of things have been happening here. A lot of things have been happening. So you know that whenever a price breaks a certain level of support and resistance, it's always gonna break it with a lot of power. So this is what I'm talking about. This candle here, you see this candle here, it break with a lot of power, breaking this support level. So this level was very important, was a very important level. So after breaking this level, you know that when it comes back again, it has to drop because it's going to be the first time it's testing. That's why we call it FTR. Okay, this is what I'm looking at right now. This zone, you see this zone already highlighting. So I'm expecting the price already has shown me a 3D for a confluence when the price is going on a certain level that it won't break that level. So that's what I'm looking at here, and then highlight here. This base candle I have a problem with. Okay, so the price, what is going to happen here? Obviously this is where your sell zone. The trickiest thing is the price can do two things basically. The price is either gonna respect this zone, or go to this base candle. So that's the trickiest thing. But I know somewhere here this price will drop. So I know that the price is gonna decide to go up. The price is gonna decide to go up and decide to and decide to drop again. That's what's gonna happen. So this what's gonna happen. So the trick is, it is gonna drop here, just here, or here. I honestly don't know, but I'll be happier if it goes and touch the base candle, because the orders are hidden on the base, nah? The orders are hidden on the base. So you can go, as soon as the price come here, you can go for a sell and then put your stop loss above this base. So the thing is, if you enter earlier, the stop loss gonna have a bigger loss. If you enter late, your stop loss is gonna be fine. So that's the trick. That's the only trick. But here you see a 3D. This is the 3D that I'm talking about here. So this was gonna be the 3D. So if just did it here, so did it here as well, so you can see what I'm talking about. This is a 3D. So the 3D is when it touched a certain trend 3 times. It's almost like a trend. It basically it is a trend line. So 1, 2, so I'm expecting the third touch here. This is the third touch. So 1, 2, so it have to touch and then decide to drop. So this probably entering earlier is gonna be the best idea. Don't wait for it to actually touch the base. So because of even the 3D have to have a confluence. So the third touch have to be here, and then the price have to drop down a bit. So this is gonna be the crazy setup. This is a very good setup. So 1, 2, 3. So expecting a drop here. Once it reach here, you're expecting a sell. So your sell is gonna be order under code is 179327.89. Nah? Then that's your sell limits, and your stop loss have to be, let me put your stop loss for you. Your stop loss is 18185.69. That's where your stop loss is. Your take profits is gonna be massive. Your take profits is gonna be 16965.60. So that's your take profit. This is gonna be a very good trade, guys. This is gonna be a very good trade. Very good trade. So let's go and check the USD ZAR. Okay, we had the USD ZAR. Remember, we had the USD ZAR on the group. This was the setup of the USD ZAR. Let me just pause it for you so I can show you the setup. So as I was pausing the video, I just wanted to show you guys that we had this setup. So this was the setup of the USD ZAR on the group. I think it was CPI, né? CPI, I don't remember when, but we had the setup. I told people that it's not gonna bypass this level, and then your take profits have to 18.92. Even draw the horizontal red line, so you can see here. You see, it did just that. Oh, this is 1 hour. I think 30 minutes is gonna show proper. Oh, there it is. You see, it did just that. You see, just that on 30 minutes, so you can see properly the price decided to actually respect the zone and went even further on the take profits. It went even further. So if you got in this trade, you can see, let me show you. You see, exactly, this is the trade. So guys, the reason why I actually spot it's very easy to actually spot the trade if you know what the market makers and the banks are trying to do, you know. So as soon as I see a compression, when the price compress, I know that they are just trapping traders. They're gonna drop anytime. So when I saw this trade before it even happened, you see, I even reached a CP. So as soon as I see a compression of the price, I know, okay, they are compressing now. They are trapping traders. they're gonna go to their nearest supply zone and then drop. So this was the only supply it was, because this was the base candle. So I know, okay, at this base, this is where everything is gonna go down. So you can see here, the price decided, this is where I was already, when I opened my laptop, this was already happening. So I knew, okay, this zone, this is was going to go down. Exactly, just go down. So that's where the price decided to do. It went a crazy drop, guys. This was the craziest drop. I honestly already took my take profit somewhere here. When it already was down, I was out on TP, but would have made more money if I was holding. But obviously I would have got nervous when the price decided to go up again, and then just testing my guts, and then decided to actually, I almost used a very creepy word after saying that. So testing my gut, and then decided to drop again. So that what happened. So this one was the crazy setup that we had on the group. We didn't have a fantastic month, but we did caught some very good move once in a while. But those things happen in Forex, you know. So I'm not gonna win every trade, and I'm not gonna change my strategy. So unfortunately on this one, on the gold as well, what happened on the gold, I was expecting the price to touch this demand here, and then it decided to move up. But I have a sell. That sell that I just spoken about, that sell is gonna be a crazy sell, guys. That sell is gonna be a crazy sell. Crazy sell. You see, some trades were crazy, some were bad, you know. It was okay, not that bad, not that hectic. It was an okay month, you know. It wasn't a crazy. You see, there's so many things you get on the group, just not on Signal. So you know how to join the group. It's just 100 Rand per month. Yeah, if you already have a funded account with Oxa, hit me up. We'll arrange something for you. So this what was happening on the group. This was a very dope setup. I never did my followership after taking my take profits. No, I did not, honestly. You see this one as well. This one is a QML. This is a QMLTR. This is a QMLTR is when the QUASIMODO failed and then being retested again on the Euro USD. So I saw this one. This one looks very nice. Yeah, this what happens. So let me just highlight it for you. Okay, let me zoom in. So this what happens. We have this QUASIMODO for buy. So you have a shoulder, then you have a head, and then you have this zone, this partner. So the price have to shoulder, head, and then it retested. So this one is not a good setup, because if you see this buy, the price respected here, but it didn't went to TP2. So this is not a good setup. So I'll let this one slide. But this compression here, this is a compression. So this is the compression. You see it's creating high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows. So at this zone, if I highlight for you, so at this zone, this is gonna be a huge sell here. So I don't know if this price decides to, because there's a lot of rejection that has been happening here. So let's just wait for the price to actually close just below this trend, and then, but it's not a very good setup. So I'll let this one pass as well. So yeah, I'll let this one pass. So that's what we have for now. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you for watching the video until now. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Help me reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers. So bye for now. Sharp.